and in compliance with a custom as old as the Kekistans themselves, I appear before you to address you briefly and to take in your presence the oath prescribed by the memes of the Kekistani people, to be taken by any member of Kekistan before he enters on the execution of this meme war. And on this day, we all know that we mourn, and on every day that shall precede this until our Pepe is returned to us and is released from his cages by Matt Fury. Therefore, as a member of Kekistan, I look to you, other members of Kekistan, to spread this meme as far as you can across all other nations on the internet. Let them know of the oppression of the great Kekistan people, and nigh of the greatest Kekistan, Pepe himself. But do not forget that by doing this, you will create enemies, and Matt Fury will be looking at you, and he will be trying to force you down and violate you with a lawsuit. But remember that Pepe will always be there, and he will protect thy anus from Matt Fury's lawsuit, and that freedom of speech will always prevail as long as we remain anonymous on the internet. Alright, all joking aside, and I kind of wanted to do that whole spiel because I had it written down, and I was like, I feel kind of stupid for doing this, and it's really cringy, but I wrote it, I might as well use it. But moving on to the actual video where I talk about shit, the thing that's, I made a promise to somebody I would do a video on is Pepe and Matt Fury's recent lawsuit, which, if I remember correctly, his copyright ran out. So I don't know exactly how he plans to enforce this. And furthermore, he killed off Pepe in the series that he's, the writer for, and I believe the artist as well. But he killed off Pepe and then brought him back in hopes to kind of detach all of the meme culture that was established, and it then made out to be like the only thing that Pepe was about. I mean, other than the fact that anybody that used it was like, it's just a cartoon frog. Like, get the fuck over yourself. Stop having such thin skin. It's a cartoon frog. People are gonna, and on top of that, it's a meme, so it's a joke intentionally anyway. But I intended for this to be a little more lighthearted, so I'm not gonna rage quit out of this quite yet. But I feel like this is a situation that we all kind of saw coming in a lot of ways. Maybe not necessarily the exact situation where Matt Fury is going after, the Pepe symbol itself, but the media in general dislikes the internet and alt media and internet culture. And anybody that pays even a little attention is well aware of that fact. And on top of that, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's funny to me that the main reason why, I feel at least, I can't speak for them themselves. This is just me, assuming, drawing conclusions based upon what I've seen, that the media dislikes alternative media and internet culture because it's put them in a situation where the more that they try to push their narrative, the more often that they're called out for it, and the more that people are like, yeah, but it's stated right here on the internet. It took me all of 5 minutes to look it up to see how you're wrong and how you're lying. And that, that is all fed into by, everybody having smartphones, everybody having a camera, and, on top of that, everybody has an opinion too, but it's always been the case. But the reason why I think it's so funny is because, during the election cycle, a lot of the Pepe memes, at least the ones that got notarized, were coming from people that were Trump supporters, and some that were on the, what is now considered the alt-right. Fair enough. But the thing about that is Hillary Clinton brought it up in one of her talks where she's like, this or receiving something along the lines of, you know them as the people that use cartoon frogs, and somebody in the crowd yelled out Pepe, which is a troll move and is funny, but it just fueled the flames for what we have now, where you see Pepe and everybody immediately assumes it has something to do with the alt-right, which is not true. People of all walks of life that are into internet culture and meme culture use it. I mean, hell, the alt-left probably attempts to use it anyway, but the only reason why when the alt-left uses it and it doesn't get any notoriety is because they're not funny. Like, a joke has to be a joke or a meme, which, is essentially a picture with a funny, phrase that's either funny because it's ironic, or it's funny because, it's outlandish and it makes no sense. Like, I saw one a while ago that I thought was pretty funny. It was a reference to Skyrim. It's like a picture of a guy's hand, and it says, girlfriend left for the weekend, one-handed skill increase. Now, his one-handed skill definitely, one-handed skill doesn't increase in real life, and that's obviously a reference to Skyrim. So, it's funny because they're talking about masturbation. Your girlfriend left, you gotta rub one out. That's funny. But, anyway, I rambled on long enough about this, and I could go on spiel about free speech, but I feel like that's something that's reserved for another video, so you might be seeing one from me tomorrow. And yes, I am working on another response video. It's just taking me a little while to put it together because, well, quite frankly, the one that I'm doing on his video is quite long. So, and I find it difficult for me not to stop him every 5 seconds and be like, whoa, what you just said right there contradicts what you just said 5 minutes ago. So, anyway, that'll just about do it for this video. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow with a proper, opinionated, just me rambling on about shit kind of video. And remember, Pepe is always with you. He's in all of our hearts. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and or night. I will see you later.